Hey, have you been struggling to find a way to add additional income? I know the economy is on a downslide right now, but what I want you to know is there are business ideas out there that actually increase your revenue as the economy gets worse. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why freight dispatching is a business that you can always increase your revenue in, even as the economy gets worse. As a business owner, the main thing that you want to find is you want to find business ideas that you can execute on that actually generate you more revenue as the economy gets worse. This is the way the wealthy do it, and no matter what point you're at in life right now, is I want to teach you the right ideas to execute on to make this come true for yourself, and so you can manifest your dreams into reality. So if you already don't know me, I'm Antoine West. I started my freight dispatch business 7 years ago, and then at that time I was at the same point that many of you are in. I was working a full-time job, living paycheck to paycheck, and all I wanted was a business idea where I could work for myself and work for anywhere to be able to generate income. I wanted something I could do for myself, and I could always increase my revenue for myself, making me and my family more money, and then turning into a passive income business. And for me, freight dispatching was my solution. Freight dispatching was the answer to all the problems I had in my life at that time. And I know for many of you out there, freight dispatching is your answer too. It's your solution. It's the solution to every problem you have going on in life right now. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to turn your dreams into reality. Let's get into it. Okay, so I want to go over the first reason why you should start your freight dispatching business today. And the first reason is that it has a lucrative income potential. So any business that you start, before you get into that business, you want to make sure it has a lucrative income potential. Every objective of every business owner is to have a lucrative income potential. We all want to make money. It's no hiding it. That's what business is about. It's about offering your ideas for cash value. So when you start a business, you want to be able to come up with a business idea and people pay you cash value for that business idea. Then you're able to reinvest that cash value within your business, making more value, making more money, right? So freight dispatching is very lucrative. Most of the time you can charge drivers on a percentage or subscription fee. So with one truck making $8,000, so you generate one truck $8,000 in revenue per week, that's $640. So times 3, that's $1,920 with dispatching 3 trucks per week. So could you imagine yourself running your own business from the comfort of your own home, making just under $2,000 per week, making just under $8,000 per month? How would that sound? Imagine yourself in that situation and you ask yourself, would that be better than the situation that you're in now? And if so, what I recommend to do is like I did and work yourself up to that position. So if you're dispatching 5 trucks per week, each making $640 per week, that's going to give you $3,200 per week, which is $12,800 per month. So this is charging a percentage for every load. You could also charge a subscription fee or a flat rate fee. This way you can charge a lower monthly fee per month, but that driver is always going to pay that one low monthly fee, and you're going to dispatch all the loads for that one low monthly fee. So with the subscription model, you can attract more drivers to your pipeline, and then from there you can hire dispatchers to work for you, just like the percentage model. But I believe it'd be easier, if that's the end goal, to hire dispatchers to work for you. It'd be easier with the subscription or flat fee model. So the flat fee model is, for example, if you're charging $800 per month for dispatching, so you're going to dispatch all the loads for a flat rate fee of $800 per month. So if you sign up one driver, that's your first $800 coming into your pipeline every month, coming into your business every month. As soon as you sign up 3 drivers for $800 per month, that's going to give you $2,400 per month. At 5 drivers, that would be 5 drivers times that $800 per every driver. That would give you $4,000 a month. So now you would be at $4,000 in monthly recurring revenue for your freight dispatching company. From there, you would need to hire freight dispatchers to dispatch for you and increase your marketing so you can attract more drivers into your pipeline. Other ways, additional ways, or what I like to call is additional services that you can add on to your dispatching company. You can provide oversized loads and also provide permits for those oversized loads. So many flatbed and step deck truck drivers are not booking oversized loads, and with oversized loads, you can make a tremendous amount of money in oversized loads than you could with regular loads. And some of these loads aren't that heavy at all. So with oversized loads and you doing the permits, just like my student Destiny, she's been awesome. What she's been doing is she's been booking oversized loads for her own authority, and now she's starting to book oversized loads for other authorities and charging for those permits. So she's basically permit service on to your freight dispatching business. Driver recruiting. As in driver recruiting, if your owner operator or truck drivers have a second or third truck with no driver, because that's a huge pain point in the trucking industry, is recruiting, hiring and signing up drivers for trucking companies is a huge pain point. And you can make so much money off that pain point, because the thing is, owner operators, they both own the equipment and operate their equipment. So you as a freight dispatcher, your job is to take some of that owner side off of the owner operator. You can't operate their equipment for them as a dispatcher, but you can help in the ownership duties within their trucking business. So what I recommend to do is have a driver recruiting service onto your freight dispatching business, where you look and sign up drivers who want to work for your owner operators. Maybe your owner operator wants to work themselves out the truck and they want a driver to drive that first truck that they have, or they possibly have more than one truck and some trucks are sitting empty. What you want to do is find a driver, find a good professional driver to drive that second or third truck, and it's going to add more income or revenue into that trucking business that you're working with your customers. So what I want you to realize is so many ways to add more value to your customers or your potential customers, and that's what you want to do, right? And that you want to advertise those services. That's why I say potential customers, because when you advertise those services, you let your potential customers know that you have a truck driver recruiting service. Some of them will be going through the pain point of not having drivers for a second or third truck that's sitting idle, not generating any income. And by you marketing and advertising these services, you will attract truck drivers into your pipeline that are having that pain point. Authority setup. I have so many students, like my student Christy. What she's doing, she's setting up authorities for other owner operators. So this is something that I started when I first started my freight dispatching service, because what I want you to realize, some owner operators will be ready to go. They'll have their truck, trailer, and equipment. They'll have their authority and active insurance, everything they need to be qualified to be dispatched by you. But some drivers may not be qualified. They may have their truck and trailer, but they may not have their authority. So that's something I realized when I first started my freight dispatching enterprise. I realized it was an opportunity for me to attract more cash flow into my business. And what I started to do, owner operators started to reach out to me that didn't have their authority. I learned all the information that I needed to start their authority, and I started to charge them for starting their authority. So that brought cash flow into my business, and then I was able to dispatch them after their authority became active. Knowing that, from there, I got on social media and I started to market and advertise those services, authority setup. So anytime I have a customer come to me with a pain point, that tells me that there are hundreds and thousands of other potential customers out there in the market with the same pain points. And by getting on social media and explaining the pain point of drivers needing their authority who don't have it, who may be struggling when it comes to setting up their authorities, by marketing and advertising those services, that drew more owner operators, or I should say drivers, because they don't have their authority yet. They don't own authority. So it brought more drivers to me that were looking to get their own authority set up. And I was able to make cash flow on the front end by charging for their authority, and on the back end by dispatching them. So I basically just also explain, when it comes to lucrative income potential, I explain how you can scale your business. So there's certain steps that you take within your business that's going to give you certain results. So by advertising and marketing your oversized load service, your driver recruitment service, and your authority setup, that's going to bring more drivers into your pipeline, more drivers for you to make money with by adding value to, which is going to increase your cash flow, allowing you to scale your freight dispatching business, because that's going to draw more drivers into the pipeline. And what you want to do is always increase the number of drivers bringing into your pipeline, and that's going to allow you to hire freight dispatchers to work for you. So number 2, or section 2, is low startup costs. So any business, so my advice that I give to you guys is just general business advice. Any business that you start, you want a low startup cost, because you don't want to spend a lot of your personal cash flow to make cash flow. You want to spend a little amount as possible for your business idea and make the most amount of revenue. This is going to allow you to have some wiggle room when you first start your business. Most people starting a business aren't starting a business because you're already a millionaire. You're looking to spend very little amount of money and make a huge amount of money. So that's what I like about freight dispatching. It has a minimal investment or startup cost. The only things that you need are a cell phone or laptop or desktop. You can do all the work from your cell phone. I do recommend at least maybe having a laptop when you have to type certain emails or make certain attachments. That would make it easier. But any laptop would do. The cheapest laptop will do. Back 7 years ago when I started my first business, the laptop that I bought was a $200 laptop. And I actually got going and I got started on my business before I bought that laptop, because I did not have the money. I did not have $200 to spend. So you need to start with what you have and then make the cash flow and then reinvest it into your business, even if it is a $200 cheap laptop. So you need a cell phone or laptop or desktop, right? You also need an internet connection. So with a cell phone and or a laptop or desktop computer and an internet connection, you have everything you need to get started as a freight dispatcher. There's one more thing. Let me not say everything you need. You do need the education. You need the knowledge. So you need the equipment, which could be a cell phone. You need an internet connection, and you need the knowledge, right? So that's the main thing you need when you start a freight dispatch company. You need the knowledge. And first of all, you need the knowledge of how to recruit or sign up drivers to your freight dispatching enterprise. That's the most important thing out of any business that you start. You need to have the information that signs up drivers, because that will be your number one pain point as a freight dispatcher. I want to make sure that you click the link below, because I have access to my free freight dispatching community, where you start off with a 3-day challenge. And in that 3-day challenge, I teach you everything that you need to know about signing up your first truck driver for free. So I teach you the most important information about freight dispatching in the very beginning for free, because it's my hopes that I help more people to become successful by offering that information from the very beginning, and also for free. So during that training, you get that 3-day challenge, and I give you 3 days of information about finding pain points and solutions to sign up your first truck driver. That's what everybody wants. You want to sign up your first truck driver. So just click that link below if you want more information. But freight dispatching has a very, very low startup capital or startup cost. And if you market your business the right way, using email marketing, social media marketing, internet marketing, cold calls, which I like to call outbound calls, you can tie everything in together, use a holistic approach. What I would recommend, or what I want to teach you, is how to start using a VSL, or a video sales letter, which is a 3 to 5 minute video that explains your customers' pain points and explains the solutions. And from there, they can sign up with a sales call from you. You can label that as a discovery call or whatever you want, the branding of your company, but basically it's a sales call to get owner operators on calls with you. And then the more sales calls you have per week, the more drivers you're going to sign up per week. So in my training, I'm going to teach you my step-by-step method that I like to call the predictable driver formula for signing up an increasing amount of owner operators every week. And I know if you're always increasing the amount of signups within your enterprise, within your freight dispatching company, that your revenue is always going to increase. And I know you as a business owner, that's what you want more than anything. And my goal as your mentor is to give you the information to make that happen. A flexible work environment. So it's 2024 at the time of this video, and that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants flexible work environments. Everyone wants to be able to work from home and to work from anywhere, on vacation or wherever you're at. And these days, due to technology, you have the availability to work from anywhere you want with a freight dispatching business. By being able to market your business online on social media, that is going to take care of the brand awareness, or the top of your pipeline. And then you can make lead magnets to get owner operators into your pipeline. And you can do this from wherever you're at. You can be on vacation, from the beach, anywhere in the world with a cell phone and laptop or desktop and internet connection. You can work from anywhere. So the thing is about it these days, you don't want to have to travel into your job and fight traffic just to be able to make money and then be locked in to that one specific location whenever the powers that be tell you to be there, right? That's what everybody wants. I feel like all my customers, you don't want someone that be able to tell you what time you need to be at work and then you have to move on their schedule. So that's what I like about a freight dispatching business. You can build this business into anything that you want, right? It's a building process. So in the beginning, you're going to have to work on your own business. Of course, you can do it from anywhere, but you can build it to the potential that you want. If you want to hire other dispatchers to work for you, you can, right? And you can do that from anywhere in the world with an internet connection. So to be able to make this happen, we need to utilize what we have. We have social media. We have load boards to find loads. We have cell phones and cameras where we can record the value. We can record our marketing, and we can record the value that we plan to add to our potential customers. And then we can post that on social media using Facebook. You can run ads to lookalike audiences. So there's so much you can do that draws customers into your pipeline that's going to be available where you can work from anywhere in the world by utilizing the services that we have. And you can even hire dispatchers to work for you. And you don't need a personal office. You can make this all happen from home or from your favorite vacation destination. When it comes time to take vacation, you can still work, right? You don't need to request time off for someone else because you are your own boss. So, section 4, high demand for freight dispatchers. There will always be a very high demand for freight dispatchers. And the reason why is because of the owner-operator nature of the industry. So I always hear the term owner-operator, but what I want you to realize as a potential freight dispatcher is that truck drivers who own their own company are both owners and operators of the business. That can get very busy because what they are doing, they are attempting to handle all of the owner side of the business and the operating side of the business. Handle the business and scale the business and build it into a successful business and be the main driver within the business. So they're owner and an employee, right? That can split their tasks, right? They're wearing multiple different hats. So what that creates is a need for freight dispatchers. So as a freight dispatcher, your number one priority is to help owner operators. They definitely need your help because they're wearing so many multiple different hats. as being owners and operators. So you as a freight dispatcher, by booking their loads from point A to point B, you're handling the most important task within their business, and that is putting high value loads on the back of their trailer, because those high value loads that you book for them as their dispatcher, that is going to increase their revenue. Nothing controls a trucking business's revenue like the dispatcher, right? The dispatcher is so important. Even if the dispatcher is the owner operator themselves, they're still playing that role as a dispatcher. But by hiring you as a dispatcher, they're buying back their time. I want to reference the book by Dan Martell, because he lets us know in his book, business is about buying back your time. The same thing that you will have to do as a freight dispatcher by earning or generating income into your business, then using that income or that cash flow to buy back your time, hire people to take care of certain services, enroll in training courses, buy books to further invest in your business and make more money. It's the same thing that owner operators need to do, but a huge problem in the trucking industry that owner operators aren't buying back their time. So as a freight dispatcher, it's very important for you to market your services in a way where your messaging lets owner operators know that by signing up with you, they are buying back their time. They're reinvesting in their business, and now they don't have to wear so many different hats, and you can wear some of those hats from the comfort of your own home as a freight dispatcher. Hey, don't forget to sign up for my free community, because everything I'm teaching here, I'm going to go more into depth in my free freight dispatching community. So there's a high demand for freight dispatchers. Trucking is an industry that's recession proof, because everything that came into your home got there from a truck. So what you need to do is a backwards plan and add up the steps to become a successful freight dispatching business owner, and then you can have a recession-proof business. So last but not least, section 5, be your own boss. That's at the end of the day, that's what all this is for. That's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to be able to make money off your own dreams and desires, because I feel like making money off your own dreams and desires is what brings happiness. You want to be able to do something that you love and make money. Doing something that you love and makes you happy, you will never work a day in your life again, right? Because it's not work, it's your dreams. So you want to make money off of your dreams, and freight dispatching allows you to do that. You can think of your own ideas, the value that you want to add into the market. For example, I just got off the phone with a customer who she came from corporate recruiting. And recruiting, basically having a freight dispatching business is a recruiting business. You need to always recruit drivers into your pipeline. So she's bringing her corporate knowledge of recruiting, which, like she told me, she hates and she's ready to get out of, and she's ready to use that value to build her own business. So she's using that value and she's putting it into herself instead of another $1 million company, and she's going to make herself a millionaire, right? That's what we all want to be able to do. So you can be your own boss by using the information and the knowledge that you have. That's what I love about freight dispatching, because I can think of ideas and I can implement those ideas into my business, and then I see an increase in revenue. I don't have to wait for anybody else, because I am my own boss, and I can execute off of my ideas whenever I want. Execute off of those ideas, it directly reflects into my bank account, right? It's not like I'm at a company giving them ideas and working hard for the company, but then not seeing any results. So when you have your own company, when you are your own boss, as soon as you implement those ideas, you start to see those results for yourself. So imagine for yourself, how would it feel like if all that value that you have within yourself that you can recognize and that you're not dependent on anybody else to recognize, if you could just put that value out there, all those feelings, all those beliefs that you have within you, if you could execute on those ideas and then make more money than you ever made in your life. That is my goal for you. All right, dispatcher. So we went over 5 tips or 5 sections to why you should start your freight dispatching business right now. So the first section, we went over lucrative income potential. Your income is basically unlimited as a freight dispatcher. And then moving on to section 2, it has a low startup cost. Compared to the amount of income you can generate within your freight dispatching enterprise, the startup cost is astonishingly low. So, section number 3, flexible work environment. You can work from anywhere with your cell phone and internet connection. Section number 4 is what we went over is a high demand for freight dispatchers due to the owner-operator nature of the industry. Section number 5, and this has to be the most important, be your own boss. Everyone wants to work for themselves and to be their own boss. Hey, if you like this video, give me a like, comment down below. Also, click the link down below to join my free freight dispatching community and enroll in my free 3-day freight dispatching challenge, teaching you the most important aspects about freight dispatching first and for free. Thank you for watching this video.